world and all things in it, since he is the Lord of heaven and earth, does not dwell in temples made with hands, nor is he served by human hands as though he needed anything. So basically, the God that we worship does not need us to do things for him. Is that correct? We need him to do things for us, but he doesn't need us. Nor is he served by human hands as if though he needed anything, since he himself gives to all people life and breath and all things. And he made from one man, who is that one man? Adam. He made from one man every nation of mankind to live on all the face of the earth. So we are all from one Father, Adam, and God made Adam, correct? So it doesn't matter anything about our nations, but it said he made every nation of mankind to live on all the face of the earth, having determined their appointed times and the boundaries of their habitation. So he put boundaries on all of us. And there's boundaries, what are boundaries that he uses? Before there was an airplane, in order to get to America, what did you have to do? On a boat. For how long? Weeks and months, if it was really bad. Any place that they went, like Europe to Asia, it would take months too. You could either go by boat or by horse, camel, whatever, right? So what would stop people? The ocean stopped a lot of people from coming here. What would stop people from going to Asia from Europe? Land-wise. Yeah, the Himalayan mountains. What's the biggest mountain in Nepal? Mount Everest? Yeah, it's pretty tall, isn't it?
Nepal has 8 out of 10 of the world's largest mountains.
Okay, so that blocks people from going from one part to another part. You can't get over those mountains easily. We can in an airplane. But before airplanes, God had appointed times, it says, and the boundaries of their habitation, that they would seek God. That's his purpose for all of us, is that we would seek God. If perhaps they might grope for him and find him. Grope means you're in the dark and you can't see. So you're feeling, where is God? So God made it so that we would look for him even when we couldn't see him. If perhaps they might grope for him and find him, though he is not far from each one of us. For in him we live and move and exist. And then it goes on and talks about the people he's talking to. So we know that God is interested in every single person in the world. He loves every person. He wants all nations to come to him and all individuals to come to him. So the reason I want you to think about America's history. What are some things you know about America's history? Did you know that they used the Bible to make our government? To reason through. They used scripture verses to give ideas, and we're going to learn that, and you're going to know all of those by the end of this course. Okay? So, what are the scriptures? What do you think? Why is God interested in America's Christian history? And why does he want a history of Cameroon and a history of Nepal and a history of India, or all the places that your nationality is from. So this is to get you started in thinking about the course and thinking about what God is calling you to do. What are you going to learn? Why do we do this? Why do we do this class? Okay. And that's your assignment for this week. Not bad. Get on there. You have 3 things to do. Do your profile. Do a little thing so we get to know each other. And everybody will be able to read everybody else's. So that way you'll get to know Esther, who contacted me this morning and said she's so excited about taking the class. So she's in Cairo. And I think Lori is going to be joining her, and there may be others. So we need to get to know each other. So tell them about, how you came to America, or don't write a short thing. Let us know about each other. And then by next week, I'm still trying to figure out how to get some kind of online group where you guys can talk to each other more freely than on this class. That's going to be, online, but some place. And Nathaniel told me to do something like that. And then I'm thinking about, because you have to answer questions. That's basically what this is about: reading, answering questions, and then we discuss them in class. I want to have some forum where you can discuss that with the other people in the class also, if you want to. Those are optional things, okay? Okay, so notice that all of this is about America's Christian history. This is not because I think that we are it. But I think God has given us some ideas, and I want you to think about what perhaps those ideas could be. What has God done in America to make it the nation that it is? And so you're going to have to think back to your history classes, and if you went to public school, your history classes may not have anything about Christianity in it. So you may just have to say, I don't know, I'm going to learn. But then I know what we're doing, okay? So, let me give you a basic overview of the principal approach. The principal approach is a trademark philosophy. And we take it and make it, we use the ideas and we call it providential history. Meaning God is active in history. Do you believe that? He's been active in your life. How many of you think that God has been active in your life? He has been. Okay, so there are 2 parts to this. There's a method, and there's principles. Okay, so the method of teaching is that we teach from the whole to the part in terms of, so you understand the subject, which is why I'm starting the subject the way it is now. I want you to see that there's 2 parts, a method and then principles. The method is EDU 101. The principles are EDU 102 and 103. But you are going to learn the principles very, very basically this semester. so that you can get the whole. You get the idea of the biblical principles that we're dealing with. Okay? Now, the method is 4R. In America, people will say, you learn the 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic. What's wrong with that? There's more, and there's more subjects, and arithmetic starts with what? A, and writing starts with what? W. So the 3 R's are really only 1 R is reading, and the other 2 are just kind of the way we say it in, English. So reading, writing, and arithmetic are not, the 3 R's are not really R's. But the 4R method is research, so we're going to have you do notebooks, and I have some notebooks here, and I have some notebooks at my house. Anyway, I'll bring some next time. This is a notebook. This is a literature notebook. And then, so this is what I teach when I teach Amos Fortune. I have maps, and I have other things, notes, and for some reason that doesn't look like a complete notebook. But I will show you a notebook next time. And you will have the beginning of the notebook. The beginning of the notebook begins with research.